All right, so Pat Bev went ahead and made some comments on his podcast about what he thinks the WNBA champions, Las Vegas Aces, would be able to do in a matchup against the bench players from the Charlotte Hornets and the Washington Wizards. For one, let's pause that real quick. Congratulations for once to the Aces for their ability to win the WNBA championship. Support for them. Great season. Asia, you're knocking on that door. I think put the crown on your head. You're the GOAT for women's basketball. For me, used to be Maya Moore. I can't argue that anymore. Your resume speaks for itself. And you still have an opportunity to destroy the gap between any other player that could be in comparison to you. It's going to get to a point where you'll start to be in the conversations of basketball players, period, and you won't be looked at as a woman. You'll be in the conversation of GOATs amongst men and women. So I'm curious to see if you can do that, and I hope you do entertain that conversation by continuing this success in your career. Now let's get back to this topic. Pat, you must have lost your mind, and I see right through what you're doing. This is simply a tactic to trigger engagement, to trigger comments, to get the buzz going around the podcast, because you don't genuinely believe this. There is no way you've played in the NBA for the amount of years you have, you being in the gym with all these basketball players, knowing the physical capabilities of men and women, and you believe that comment. I refuse to believe you do. So not only would the Aces not win versus any of these two teams' bench players, it would be the opposite. You're talking about they would dominate them. Those bench players would beat the Aces by 40. And I can confidently say that it will not be close. If everyone's trying their hardest and it's game 7 mode, they lose by 40, maybe more. I think it's unfair to even put them in a conversation like that because they don't have the physical capabilities to be able to compete with professional men at the NBA level. I don't even think they can compete with men in the G League. I think every G League team would still beat the Aces. I could confidently say that because I don't think they have the athleticism or the size or the physical capabilities to be able to keep up. I think they would get ran out the gym. Skill can only take you so far. When someone's bigger, stronger, faster than you, what can you do? You could be more skilled than them, but if they jump higher, they're stronger, and they're faster than you, there's nothing you can do. Now, a better entertainment of conversation would be maybe high school, maybe a JV team. Try that. That would be something to where the matchup would be more interesting and it'd be an actual level of competitive basketball. Now, when I'm talking about high school, I'm not saying these Montverdes, the IMGs, the Oak Hills. No, because those teams still destroy the Aces by 30, 40. I don't think it's close either because those teams, more so than not, have NBA prospects on those teams. The Aces can't compete with that. I'm sorry. And if we're being completely 100% transparent, we know what I'm saying is factual. So I'm curious to see what you guys think. Do you think Pat is crazy for this? What would be a fair comparison to put the Aces against to really test how good they would play against men? I'm curious to see what would be the optimal comparison. Please, let's have some debate. It is what it is.